we've got a 15 and a negative 5, and then we have a negative 32 to 17. Will anything cancel here right away? No. Now remember I said we can multiply one or both by something, okay? One or both by something. So now if I'm looking at that, what are you guys thinking about as far as multiplying by something? What do you think?
5 by 3.
You were to multiply by 5? By 3?
No,
Oh, multiply the 5 by 3. Okay, I'm sorry. So that's fine. So she's saying let's multiply this bottom guy by 3. And when we do that, that'll give me a negative 15, which will cancel with a positive 15. That's fine. Could you, how could we, let me rephrase. How could we get these x's to cancel out? What could we do there to get the x's if we want to cancel x's?
7 times 2.
Okay, so you multiply the top one by 7, and then what would you have to multiply the bottom one? 1 by
2.
2. Okay, and so basically, guys, you're coming up with common denominator, common numbers. Okay, so if I look here, that would be a negative 14, and that would be a positive 14, and those would cancel. So it doesn't matter if you do the blue method or the purple method, it's going to get you to the exact same answer. Okay, so you can either cancel out x's or you can cancel out y's. We're just going to work on the y's. Okay, so when I'm looking at this, you're going to multiply all the parts by 3. Now I'm going to go ahead and just rewrite the top equation down so that I have it. And now I'm going to multiply the bottom one by 3. So 7x times 3, all parts. Okay, so 7 times 3 is what? 21. All right. Negative 5 times 3? Negative 15. Good. And 17 times 3?
51.
51. Very good. Okay.
Well,
All right. So now, once you've done that, okay, once you've done that, the black guys are out. We're just using the blue equations now. Okay? So we're just using those blue equations. Okay? Guys, come on, the chit chat set to stop. Okay? Alright, so now what's going to cancel out here? Okay, the 15s are going to go. So now we have negative 2x plus 21x. What do we get there? 19, right? 21 minus 2 is 19. Okay, so 19x equals, all right, we've got a negative 32 and a positive 51.
that would equal 19.
That would be 19 as well. 51 minus 32 is 19. Okay, all right, so now what's x going to equal? Good, equal 1, because you're going to divide both sides by 19. So x will equal 1. Okay, so now when I plug this back in, okay, you can choose to use either one of the black equations, doesn't matter. You can use either one of these, or you can use one of the two blue equations, because they're the same thing. It doesn't matter if I multiply everything by 3. When I plug in the 1, all right, you would get the same answer. Whether I use this guy or this guy, it will not matter. Now, I recommend that you go back and use one of the original problems. And the only reason I recommend that is because the numbers are smaller, easier to work with. You'll be able to do a little more in your head. Okay? So, in this case, what do you guys want to use? You want to plug this one into the first one or the second one?
Second.
Into the second one, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. So we've got x equals 1 going in right there. So I have 7 times 1 minus 5y equals 17. Okay, well 7 times 1 is just 7. Minus 5y equals 17. Okay, John, what are we going to do now? Good, subtract the 7 off. So negative 5y equals 10. Alright, last step. Marcelo, we need to do what?
Divide by negative 5.
So y equals what?
2.
Negative 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. Okay, so now what's my answer here going to be? Jillian G, what's my answer here going to be?
Like for like
What's my answer going to be?
1 and a negative 2.
1, negative 2. Okay. Okay, let's look at the next one here. Okay, so now you have a decision to make. You can do the x's or the y's. It does not matter to me. What do you think here? Okay, y's is what I heard, so let's go ahead and figure out how we're going to cancel y's. So how would I cancel the y's here? What can we multiply by? Okay, Anthony?
2 on the bottom and 3 on the top.
Okay, so he says 2 and 3. Okay? Now, when I look at this, when I multiply this by 3, what do we get right here? 6y. What happens if I multiply this by 2? Okay, are they different sides?
No, so negative 2.
Yeah, so make one of them negative. Does it really matter which one you make negative? Yeah. So he said negative 2, so that's what we're going to go ahead and use. But you could say negative 3 if you wanted. Okay?
So is it? It's like
All right, so now go ahead and start working it out on your own this time.
So why did we do 3 right here?
So the y's would match up and make it 15?
Okay, so sorry, I got. So this is why isn't this one times?
Because they have 6 in common. You can multiply by 6 on the top, but you have to change the bottom number. What we're saying is the common number is 6, so we're going to multiply this by 3 and this by 2.
Okay.
Okay. You have to multiply all the parts by 3 and all the parts by 2.
I think, I don't think I did this part right.
Okay, but we're multiplying, you're not adding. So you multiply by 3, and you multiply this by 3, this by 3, and this by 3.
Okay.
So it'll be 9x, 6y, and a 3. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Some of you are looking pretty good. Some of us have a few mistakes we've made. Okay? Okay, first off, multiply the top by 3 all the way through, okay? All right, so when you do that, you should have got a 9x, a 6y, and a 3. Is everybody okay with that first step? So I multiplied everything right here by 3. Okay? All right, now we're going to multiply the bottom, everything there by negative 2. Okay, so when you multiply that all by negative 2, you should get a negative 8x, a negative 6y, and a positive 4. Okay, is everybody okay with that first step? If you don't understand that, you can't, I mean, you're never going to get the right answer. So we're good there? Okay. All right, so now looking here, Daddy, what's going to cancel out here?
6y.
Okay, good. And what do you have left over when you do that?
You would have, negative 1x equals 7.
I like your 7. Relook at that negative 1x. What's 9 minus 8?
Oh, 1.
Yeah, so 1x or x. Is everybody okay with that? Okay, so you should got x equals 7. Okay, so now plug it back in. Again, I'm going to be plugging it back into one of these originals. Okay, which one you guys want to do? Top is what I heard. That's what we're going to go with. So x equals 7 right there. So we have 3 times 7 plus 2y equals 1. So I'm plugging it back into the original. You see what you did?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so now how would I solve this, Jillianara? What would we do first here? Okay, what do you get there?
21.
Good, so 21 plus 2y equals 1. Okay. Next step, Kennedy, will be to do what?
Minus the
Good, subtract the 21 off. So subtract 21. So 2y equals, what do we get there? Negative 20, very good. All right, so then y is going to equal what? Very good, okay. Now, write your final answer. Hannah, what's your final answer here going to look like?
7 and negative 10.
Good, 7, negative 10 is the correct solution. Okay, all right, does anybody have a question on that? Yes, sir.
Why do you add 4 plus 3? I thought it was 3 minus 4. Because you subtracted.
Say that again.
So from the top in the green, yeah, 9 minus 8.
So that would be x, but then why wouldn't you subtract 3 minus 4? In the equation,
Okay,
9x plus 6y equals
Yes.
3.
yes.